Welcome everybody to yet another coffee time with Hako, the show where I have my morning coffee and then I yap off into the void. Well met. So in this coffee time I kind of wanted to talk about the patch 1.5 once again, and I kind of want to take a look at all the characters that are coming. Usually we get 2 characters per patch, but now when we start getting rerun banners, we're gonna have to get used to getting 4 characters per patch. And I've seen some confusion. I've seen especially a lot of new people be a little bit, scratching their heads like, oh, what should we do? Who should you pull for? So I thought I'd give you my take on that. So the characters that we are getting in 1.5 is Evelyn, as you can see on screen. It is Astra, which is a new character. It's an ether support. Then we're getting Qingyi returning, which is an electric stunner character. And she's gonna run together with the new agent Evelyn, which is a fire attacker. So when it comes down to it, which one of these agents would I suggest you go for? Whenever I make pulling advice, this will always be my first advice. Pull for who you want. If you have an innate want for any of these characters, like you're really burning for, say, Ellen, go for Ellen. You're gonna have a lot more fun in this game if you pull for the agents you want, not the agents that, YouTubers say are like must pulls. But if we look at just, pure meta perspective and like just pure power level, then I would put Ellen at the bottom of these 4 characters. I love Ellen. I consider myself to be an Ellen main. I've maxed out Ellen. So it's with a heavy heart that I say that, she should have the least priority. And there are a few reasons for this, and one of them has fox ears. So we just got Miyabi, so chances are that if you started playing during 1.4, you pull Miyabi. And even if you don't have Miyabi, if you pull on her banner, you probably gotten Sokaku's. Sokaku at M6 is the equivalent of Ellen at M0. That is the hard truth. I've proven in many videos that Sokaku can be a very competent carry if you build around her and you put in characters that is that buffer. So just from a meta perspective, a well-invested Sokaku will be able to do just about everything that an M0 Ellen can do. Once again, I love using Ellen. I consider her to be a great agent at M0, a much smoother agent at M1, and the most fun agent in the game at M2. And I'm not gonna sit here and advocate that you go for M2. That is absolutely not what I'm doing. But if you're like me and you don't really care about the meta, instead you just care about the playstyle and the look, I think Ellen is still probably the coolest or one of the coolest characters that I have done. But for meta, I would put her at the very bottom. On priority number 3, I would put Qingyi. Now, Qingyi is a very good stunner and nobody can increase the stun multiplier that she does. Now, her potential and power level has been kind of held back a little bit by the simple fact that we've mostly been getting anomaly agents, and usually a stunner agent is an enabler and goes very well together with attackers. Now, Qingyi is super fun to play. Usually a stunner agent is kind of slow in their animations and movements, but Qingyi, her basic attack never gets old. And one of Qingyi's strengths is that she's kind of, universally applicable when you pair her up with an attacker. Lighter, you lose so much of him if you don't pair him with either ice or fire agent. Meanwhile, Qingyi's buff, and what she does is a little bit more universal and flexible. But getting Astra in most cases would still, be a better universal buff for most of your teams. So let's talk about the new ones. Who to go for between Astra and Evelyn. Now this is gonna be very dependent on what characters do you already got. So my perspective and advice is that we kind of want a team for each element. So how is your fire team looking? Do you feel that you're lacking on your fire team? Does your fire team need a buff, or is your account more craving a universal supporter? Now, Evelyn is the same speciality and element as Soldier 11. Now, I know that a lot of people really like Soldier 11. I also know that some people don't. And if we just look at power level, she has never really been one of the strong ones. So if you're right now running a soldier-led fire team, would Evelyn be a super big boost? 100%. But if you're already set with fire, you're good, you don't really need any addition to that, maybe Astra would be the better pick, because Astra, I think, is gonna be as universally good as Caesar. You're basically gonna be able to fit her into any team, and she's kinda gonna be the best buffer for that team. Now, she's gonna be the first event banner S-rank support, and just going by how far behind in the dust any event banner character has left their standard banner counterpart, I'm guessing we can expect some crazy things from Astra. But once again if you have a very invested Caesar with maybe, some cinemas and maybe her W engine, then the need for Astra, might decrease. I'm pulling for at least one Astra because I think Astra is gonna be needed to utilize Evelyn's full potential, since Evelyn seems to be very chain attack heavy. But my main focus and the one I'm planning on like some investment on is gonna be Evelyn. And that's not even from a meta standpoint, I just like her design better and her playstyle looks hella fun. I also have a super invested Caesar. So yeah, everybody, let me know down in the comments what characters are you going for. And I find that quite often like seeing what other people are gonna do, like seeing other people's opinion might help out other people to form their own decision. And my one and biggest tip is going for the character that you like and that you vibe with. Had I missed Ellen on her initial banner and I was a new player, I would probably be going for Ellen because, dude, she's a freaking shark. Everybody, thanks so much for watching. If you found this video enjoying or that you found that it helped out in any way, please feel super free to leave a thumbs up. And if you want more Zenless on Zero content, subscribe to the channel and remember to hit that little bell icon so you will get notified the next time I put something out. So everybody, thank you so much for watching Coffee Time with Hako, number, what are we on, 44? I think 44. May your coffee be blessed, and until next time, Hako out.